Is communism better than anarchism? Let's tackle the question of whether communism is better than anarchism by breaking down what each term means and how they compare within the broader context of socialism. First, socialism is an economic system that promotes collective ownership of the means of production. The goal is to reduce economic inequality and ensure that everyone's basic needs are met. Within socialism, we find two distinct ideologies: communism and anarchism. Communism aims for a classless society where wealth and property are distributed based on need. It often relies on a strong central authority to manage resources. This means that a government or ruling body oversees the distribution of goods and services to ensure that everyone has what they need. On the other hand, anarchism rejects all forms of hierarchical authority, including governments. Anarchists believe that people should organize themselves voluntarily without coercion. This creates a system where individuals cooperate freely, but it lacks a central authority to manage resources. When we compare communism and anarchism, one key difference is governance. Communism typically involves a centralized state to manage resources, while anarchism completely rejects any form of centralized authority. From a socialist viewpoint, communism might be seen as more aligned with the goals of collective ownership, but it can also be criticized for its authoritarian aspects. Now, let's look at resource distribution. Communism aims to distribute resources based on need, which aligns with socialist ideals of equality. Anarchism also seeks equality but does not specify how resources should be distributed beyond voluntary cooperation. This can lead to challenges in larger societies where coordination is essential. In practice, communism offers a more structured approach to achieving economic equality through state control. However, many communist systems have resulted in authoritarian regimes that limit individual freedoms. In contrast, anarchist communities have found success in small-scale, voluntary cooperatives. Yet, scaling these ideas to larger societies without a central authority remains a challenge. From a socialist perspective, communism may appear to provide a more direct path to achieving collective ownership and reducing economic inequality. However, the authoritarian nature of many communist regimes raises concerns. Anarchism, while appealing in its rejection of oppressive authority, may be viewed as less practical for widespread economic change due to its lack of centralized coordination. Ultimately, whether communism is better than anarchism depends on what you value more: economic equality through centralized control or individual freedom without authority. Both ideologies have elements that align with socialist goals, but they differ significantly in their approaches to governance and resource distribution.